All right, so you've clicked on that thumbnail and you want to find out what is the best time to sell your house. If you are going to put your house on the market, which doesn't happen very often, on average, homeowners put their house on the market every 9 years. If you are actually going to put that for sale sign out on your front yard, you want to do it at the best time that you're going to get the most money possible and do it quickly. In this video, I'll break down what is the best time. There's actually 2 waves. So if you miss that first one, you can hopefully catch the second one and get that sweet spot on getting top dollar for your house. And if you stick around to the end, I'll reveal what is the best day of the week, hands down, to list your house. And as a bonus tip, I'll give you some quick pros and cons about listing around the top holidays in the summer, Memorial Day, July 4th, or Labor Day weekend. Hey, real quick, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jade here in San Diego, and my channel is all about helping homeowners figure out how to sell their house quickly and for the most money, made simple. If you have any questions, you can book a call with me or text me. My details are in the description below. Okay, back to the video. Getting right to it, I'm sure it's no secret that the best time of year to list your house is in late spring and early summer. We are talking about April, May, and June. Those are the top 3 months. Now, out of those top 3 months, which is the absolute best time, and a report has just come out from Realtor.com, and actually this week is the best week to sell your house. They're saying from April 14th to April 20th, if you can list your house, do it now, is what they're saying. But if you can't list during this week in April, then still the rest of April, May, and June are still the prime time. If you list during this time, there are more potential buyers out there looking that want to make a sale before the end of the summer so they can move when there is longer daylight hours, and it's just easier for families to move when kids are out of school. And this gave you the shortest days on market and for the highest premium price. And according to Zillow, homes during this period, April, May, June, sold for on average 0.5 to 1% more than the rest of the year. On the flip side, homes sold during the winter months sold for 2% less than the average. So the pros of selling during these months are there are more buyers out in the market, but a con also is there is more competition. There are generally more sellers on the market as well. Then the next wave is actually in June, according to Zillow. So they based their information on last year's data in 2023. And inflation and mortgage is playing a very big role, especially when it comes to affordability for buyers. Going back to 2023, last year in May, which is normally a very hot time for sellers, the mortgage rates actually went up from 6.35% to 6.79%, and that definitely played a role in affordability. It wasn't the highest point as far as sales were concerned, and the hottest selling month was June last year, according to Zillow, when mortgage rates started to dip down. And as you can see from this graph, according to Zillow, home sellers might want to wait till the first half of June, where in 2023, homes sold for 2.3% more than the rest of the year, which was a boost of $7,700 to the typical home price. Now looking more specifically at cities across the nation, on average, it says across the US, the first half of June is the best time to list. As I said before, price premium would be 2.3% and a boost of $7,700. But if you're looking at New York, it says actually the best time to list in New York is first half of July here, and that would be a boost of $15,500. And for LA, it is the first half of May. and a premium price boost of 4.1% and a dollar boost of $39,000. Now looking at Northern California and San Francisco, it actually said second half of February, so I guess we missed that price boost there. That would be 4.2%. And closer to home, to San Diego, the second half of April. So you've got a couple more weeks and a price boost of 3.1%, and that would equal to $29,600. Now, if you want a link to this article, write down in the comments price boost, and I can send you the link. And while we don't have a crystal ball on what is going to happen in the next couple months, Zillow is predicting a similar price boost in June, because experts are predicting a slight mortgage drop. But again, there are no guarantees in the housing market. Hey, and lower rates mean more buyers. So that's what they're predicting this year. If you can't make that sweet spot of April, then you could also shoot for June. But either way, selling a house is a very personal decision. I'm not here to convince you to sell your house. You need to look at your situation. Is it the right time? And if it isn't, then take a step back. Reassess your personal situation. Are you going away on holiday during the summer months? Does it work for your family? It's a huge lifestyle change to move house, pack, and find a new home. So does it work with your lifestyle? Are you changing jobs? Are you downsizing? So make sure you take these all into account. How much equity do you have in the house before you make a move? Now you might be wondering, how long does this whole selling process take? On average, homeowners usually start thinking about putting the house on the market about 7 months beforehand. So you've probably been thinking about this for a while. Recently, I actually spoke to a client of mine. She'd been thinking about it for 2 years and finally decided to make the jump to sell her house. So we sat down recently and we worked out a timeline for her. She was thinking about listing her house in May, but then when we were looking at the calendar, she realized that she'd already booked a 3-week holiday in June. So actually it didn't really work because she wanted to sell her house and buy at the same time. It's really good to plan in advance if you can. We decided to push her list date to July. That was the best situation for her. And homes typically take around 55 to 75 days to sell from start to finish. That includes time spent on the market and finally getting to the closing table. And beforehand, a lot of homeowners set aside around 2 months beforehand to get the home ready, to declutter, to do any minor fixes around the house. And if you're curious about this process, I have a whole video on what to do to prepare your house for sale, which is right here. Hey, if you found this video helpful at all, please hit the like button, subscribe for more helpful tips on how to sell your home, and make sure to stay to the end for the last bonus tip. And now getting to the best day of the week to list your house is hands down, no question, is Thursday. All the experts agree you're going to get the most bang for your buck if you list your house on a Thursday. Thank you for staying to the end, and the bonus tip is whether you should list your house during a major holiday in the summer. Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day weekend. So if you're curious on which ones are the most popular out of the three, actually Memorial Day and Labor Day weekend had more home sales than July 4th. But there were still thousands of homes, according to a recent study, that still sold. While a lot of people will be traveling and out on their summer holidays, vacationing, the buyers that actually come to your house during these holiday periods are serious. So you know that they're not going to be just looky-loos looking around at a house. They're going to be more serious buyers. And because right now it is still a seller's market and there is still a inventory shortage of houses, if you're ready to list your house, do it now. And if you can't list your house in the next few months, then July and August are still premium months to list your house. And after Labor Day, that's when the total number of homes start to decline. But as you know, homes are sold every single month, every single week of the year. So thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please check out this one. And if you have any comments, please put them down in the description below. And thank you for watching.